Today we are going to be learning a little bit more about gravity. We've already discussed what the force of gravity is. It's what makes us keep our feet on the ground instead of floating up around in space. It's the downward pull on objects. It's what makes this fall to the ground when I drop it instead of floating. Today we are going to work with some objects to see how gravity affects objects of different sizes and different weights. First, I'm going to be taking these two books. As you can see, I have a textbook in one hand and a notebook in the other. And of course the textbook is much heavier. I'm going to be dropping these two books from the exact same height, the exact same time. And I need you to watch carefully to see which one falls first. And I'll be doing this a few times just to make sure that I do it right. And I'll do it again just so you can watch. You should have been able to notice that even though the textbook is heavier than the notebook, when I drop them from the same height at the exact same time, they both hit the floor at the same time. Try this with some other objects. I have a wadded up piece of paper and a pencil. And if you drop them from the same height at the same time, just watch. You can write down on your piece of paper what you think would hit the floor first. I'll do it a couple more times just to make sure I'm dropping them from the same height at the same time. And one more time. And now I'm going to drop, which this might be surprising. This is like a chip clip that you put on chips, and I'm going to drop the textbook. And even though this one's very heavy, this one's light, we're going to see what happens if I drop it same height at the same time. Of course this one's going to bounce, but you're looking to see when it hits the floor initially, the first time it hits the floor. So you should have been able to notice that no matter how much an object weighs or how big an object is, when they are dropped from the same height at the exact same time, they both hit the floor at the same time. This is because gravity, when things are dropped from the same height at the same time, the rate of gravity is the same. Sometimes other forces can go against the force of gravity and can cause things to fall slower or faster than others because of things such as air resistance, and this is why I had a wadded up piece of paper instead of a full sheet of paper. But next time when we do our lesson, we're going to talk about how air resistance affects gravity.